It's first place. It's the one. Coming down to the finish. Sometimes the ones without balls win. Tuesday takes the race.
What that was about. Doing the cat. Cat says back in the day it was funny. Right, seriously. Cat says he was in the mall. This is a cat thing. He was in the mall one day running his ski. Cat got his little ball. Cat had right. Look at that right there, Cat. It's a funny story about Cat. Okay. We're going to pin right there. All right. Come on right back to it. Right. When we were shooting next Friday. Friday after next.
Number 2 is the leader. And it looks like the 5 will be last at this point. In third, it's the 4.
I think let him stay in the city.
Moving into the final half.
So
Second is the 5 horse. Horse 3, the leader.
I'm down to the set one day.
Coming to the wire.
Emotionally distressed.
Bulldogs for the win.
And he said, I'm just happy. My son, man. My son just wrote. You guys that together? My son just wrote the alphabet. So we all say, all right, that is good, bro. It's good. Cat goes back to the trading, and maybe 10 minutes later, he comes in with his son, who he's homeschooled, and he brings his son in, and first thing that's funny was the ball was like 20.
I'm going to say, yeah. Damn, how old was he? Damn. Leave it alone, leave it alone. You said the word retarded, not saying something.
No,
all right, but you got to act like
that. Second thing was, when he showed him the alphabet, they was all there. So they wasn't in order.
I need that boy alone.
Well, we laughed about that. But anyway, Cat, my man down there, Cat told me that what all that was about was
The 5 is
he was
last.
in the mall with his sons, ran up on Steve, and his sons recognized Steve too. So they were excited. Asked Steve for autograph.
Horse 1.
And
Now
Steve basically told him, "It's on Cat.
They're halfway home.
Was Cat famous at the time?
Famous at the time.
Holding
So
second,
his
it's the
son
horse.
said, Cat Williams. This is what Cat son said, Cat.
Can you believe this?
Moses. You know, they just one side.
Sure. Cat's
The
the
leader is currently horse 3.
So, Cat told his son
Coming down to the finish.
fast ball down the road.
And it's happened.
People don't
Diego,
forget.
let's go. Smacks it
Yeah, because I
across
remember that roast. That when Cat Williams went on that stage after Steve Harvey. Good Lord.
That ball.
The story with Steve, you about Steve?
It's the 6.
Cat Williams?
Dispute between Cat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was like comics resort
Got 5 minutes to post.
to the rap game.
It didn't get physical ever, though.
No,
Right, it didn't get physical, right?
and I just got disrespectful.
Right. And they both don't work on the same shows, Marlon.
That's the same way Pat on me.
With the Cat, did you help mediate that at all? Did you try to do it? Oh, you didn't like it, nigga. Okay, you didn't help. But you could help from him.
That mediate between who?
Cat and Steve Harvey, because they your man. You know do that? It does the same thing you did with with Monique and DL. Did you help? Well, you were around there, you're bigger than I am. Did you maybe reach out and say, can we squash this?
We did a benefit show the other day. We said for people that got killed in Buffalo.
Oh, wow, okay.
We talked about it, we laughed about it, you know. I've spoken on it.
Right.
But no, I'm no mediator, bro.
Okay, all right. You got your own problems.
Choke him a little bit.
Okay, y'all. I have this amazing tool to share. I used to feel like I didn't belong in the investment world, but when I downloaded Webull, everything changed. I was a part of the investment community. Webull is a trading app and a community of investors that makes it so easy to invest. With the Webull app, I get to share my investing ideas and connect with like-minded people. Learn how to practice my trading skills with the paper trading feature, and you receive free stocks when you join and fund an account. So what are you...
Another go there? I'll need your bets now, please. Great. Bets are now closed. Let's begin. That's black 10. How about another? Let's see those bets now. On red, 3. Go again. That's a black 13. 16. Thank you.
It's your old pal Dave. Your some twats did a bunk with Dicko's records. Proper rare shit, too. You know what a wonk he is. Can you get him back to the club for us? All right. Shit, we're gonna have an angry German on our hands, believe. Let me go tell Dixon. Fresh meat! G'day, boss.
debut in September of 2000, MTV Cribs gave viewers a first-hand look into the homes of various celebrities, from actors to musicians to athletes. Homes featured on the show ranged from the smallest, most humble of apartments to the most overly excessive mansions you can imagine. But like most reality television, there was a bit of fakery going on behind the scenes. Here's MTV Cribs, today's episode. At the turn of the millennium, a typical day of programming on MTV looked a lot different than it does now. For starters, there was just a handful of programs in the channel's rotation that fell under the reality show category. But most of the schedule was taken up by, well, actual music. I know, it's crazy to think that a channel called MTV was, at one point, a channel you could go to for music-related content. But things were slowly changing. MTV2, which launched in August 1996, quickly becoming the go-to channel for viewers who just wanted to see music videos, which in turn caused MTV's main network to make a shift towards programming that wasn't necessarily music-related. Between the years of 1996 and 2008, MTV had a primetime programming block called The 10 Spot, which aired between the hours of 10 p.m. and 12 a.m. The block did occasionally feature live concerts and music-related content, but animated shows such as Gloria and Beavis and Butthead garnered the highest ratings for that time slot. Eventually, the network began to incorporate more live-action reality shows into the 10 Spot lineup, which finally brings us to the subject of today's episode. As in March of 2000, MTV announced an upcoming series called MTV Cribs. In the announcement article, the show was described as a series in which music stars take viewers on a personal tour of every corner of their homes, from their bedrooms to their refrigerators. Each episode will also have a news segment which will cover topics such as security, privacy, and home studios. Now, if that last portion of the show's description doesn't sound familiar, that's because it was cut completely by the time that MTV Cribs made its debut. A lot of MTV Cribs DNA comes from a popular TV series called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. But the creatives behind MTV Cribs wanted to differentiate the show from Lifestyles, as they knew that the show's demographic would predominantly be much younger and wouldn't really care about the ins and outs of home security. Lifestyles, on the other hand, mostly appealed to people who like to sit around in their mansions all day, drinking champagne, eating caviar, and sucking down jars of Grey Poupon.
Pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon?
The first three homes featured on the debut episode of MTV Cribs would be those of Moby, Ozzy Osbourne, and Jewel. Whether you've watched a more recent episode of Cribs or entry from its first season, the format has remained pretty much the same for over 20 years. A tour of Moby's Lower East Side Manhattan loft was the very first segment in MTV Cribs history, and this pretty much set the tone for the show for the next 20 plus years. Starting off, Moby shows off his bathroom, which doesn't have a mirror or a shower curtain, because he's an absolute madman with no hair in his head or any worries about having a wet floor. He then shows off a few pieces of furniture in his living room area, followed by a brief tour of his kitchen, including a quick look into his fridge. Moby then showed off a sweet recording studio with a massive collection of vinyl records, finishing out the tour with a look at his upstairs area and rooftop deck. And there you have it, the first segment in MTV Cribs history. The two tours that followed in this debut episode with Ozzy and Jewel were pretty much the same, but Ozzy's portion of the episode is very important, because it would change the face of reality television and MTV forever. The creator of MTV Cribs, Nina L. Diaz, was on location during this tour. When finishing up that day of shooting, she said to herself, "There's a show." And less than 2 years later, the Osbournes debuted, eventually hitting record high ratings for MTV. But as for MTV Cribs, the show would change just a little bit after its debut episode. Going into an episode of Cribs, you expect a few things. First of all, a tour of someone's house, obviously, including the master bedroom, in which the bed is always described as where the magic happens.
This is my bedroom. A lot of people will be very predictable, will be like, this is where the magic happens. This is where the magic does not happen all the time. So now I guess we're gonna go upstairs.
It turns out that New Kids on the Block member Jimmy McIntyre was the first person to use the expression on MTV Cribs, Season 1, Episode 4.
This is where it all goes down, folks. This is where the magic happens.
Another portion of each house tour that became a staple was a brief look into the fridge of each celebrity. In the first episode, Ozzy didn't show his refrigerator at all, and for some reason the footage of Moby's fridge was edited, so we only got a quick look into his freezer. But Jewel, on the other hand, gave a more detailed look into her fridge, which set a precedent for the series. This was, without a doubt in my mind, another way for MTV to sneak product placement into the episode. Like, I just want to know how many bottles of Cristal were sold because of this show.
Everybody always has that Cristal stuff. So I went to the local Piggly Wiggly to see if they had some. And I found Cristal, like, cheap too. Like, those guys are saying they're paying like $1,000 a bottle, and this stuff was like $3 for a 6-pack. So that was a sale.
The next 2023 Commercial Platinum Panamera during the Race to the Finish promotion at Borgata Hotel and seated in style. Now through April 29th, earn entries on slots and table games for your chance to be one of 1,575 lucky winners. Plus 2 lucky players will win a 2023 Commercial Platinum Panamera. Draws every Saturday with grand prize drawings on March 25th and April 29th. $1,575,000 race to the finish. Only at Borgata.
I just bought a lot of them.
And last but not least, a look at least one vehicle or an entire vehicle collection. In the first episode of the show, only one car is actually shown on camera, but it wasn't part of the tour or anything, it just happened to be parked in Ozzy's driveway. Vehicles became a big part of MTV Cribs in the seasons that followed, and that's not surprising because car culture was exploding in the 2000s, with the help of shows like Overhauling, Top Gear, and of course, Hit My Ride. Once the show found its footing and a formula that worked, MTV Cribs took off. And eventually, special MTV Cribs episodes with one central theme or celebrity were produced, such as the Mariah Carey Penthouse Tour episode, 50 Cent Mansion episode, MTV Cribs Jackass Edition, and MTV Cribs B2K Edition. The show's format was also recycled for a number of spin-offs. The first one aired on MTV's sister station, CMT. It was aptly named CMT Cribs, focusing solely on the homes of country music artists and other celebrities from the southern United States. Teen Cribs premiered in 2009 and revolved around showing off the homes of ordinary teenagers with rich parents. And it was just as bad as it sounds. The final spin-off was Extreme Cribs, which premiered in 2011. And this one was all about showcasing the most unusual homes in the world. And I have to say, this is probably the best spin-off of them all. MTV Cribs had such a big cultural impact that there were just so many parodies of this show during the peak of its popularity.
Well, let's begin the tour. So, basically, this is it.
What's up, MTV? I don't really
But as time goes by, revelations are being made about a lot of these reality television shows that made a big splash in the 2000s. Sometimes the items, vehicles, or even houses shown on Cribs weren't actually owned by the celebrity in question. One of the earliest examples in the show's history being the 2001 tour of Ja Rule's Miami Mansion. The thing is, this actually wasn't his mansion at all. Rather, he rented it for the episode. But here's the thing. Everywhere you look, whether it's on YouTube or pretty much any pop culture news website, it's stated that Ja Rule tried to pass this off as his own home. But literally right at the start of the segment, it clearly says Star Island Rental. Not only that, but Ja Rule flat out admits that the mansion is rented during his introduction.
Some players on the beach, rent rooms and such things like that. You rent mansions that have good times.
With that being said, giving a tour of a house that you don't even own is pretty lame. I don't know why he didn't just show up his own home. It definitely would have saved him a bit of money because in 2004, the owner of this rented mansion sued 3 parties involved in the episode. Ja Rule's record label Burner Inc., MTV, and Universal Studios. The home was severely damaged during the weekend in which this episode was taped. Holes were left in the walls, doors were broken, furniture was destroyed, the driveway was damaged, and last but not least, condoms and syringes were found in various areas of the home. When the owner of the mansion, Jeanette Varela, rented the home to Ja Rule, the rental agreement stated that no more than 8 adult occupants were allowed on the premise, and parties weren't allowed. But Ja Rule proceeded to invite over 600 guests to the home during that weekend stay. And one of them was Vin Diesel, and he counts as at least 2 people. I mean, look at the size of those guns. And I don't need to explain why MTV and Ja Rule being involved with this lawsuit makes sense, but Universal Studios' involvement boils down to the fact that a Fast and Furious movie clip was shown within the episode, which is a little bit of a reach if you ask me. This episode can only be watched in really low quality on the internet, but its legacy will never be forgotten.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, man, that dang old MVP Christmas, man, talk about old John Rule on there, man. You got that dang old whole refrigerator full of Christmas champagne, man.
On a related note, JoJo shared an episode with Tony Hawk and Ryan Nyquist in 2005. And in her segment, she showed off what was described as her Cape Cod vacation home. But it turns out that this was actually her uncle's house. To JoJo's credit, she was the one who revealed this information during an interview with the Huffington Post in 2015. But I still think that she should have pulled the job rule by saying that it was a rental or something. As for British pop star Robbie Williams, his crib segment is filmed inside of what he claimed was his own castle in the village of St. Catherine, England. But he was actually renting it from actress Jane Seymour. He didn't apologize for doing so until 17 years after the episode aired. And this last example of a rented home being shown on MTV Cribs came to light in 2021 when Notori Naughton revealed that 3LW used a rented house for their appearance on the show. When revealing this information, Notori stated that the group did this solely because of the promotion an artist received by appearing on the show. And I mean, you can't argue with that because anytime a musician or musical act appeared on Cribs, it was pretty much guaranteed that one or more of their songs was going to be played during the episode. But I think we can all agree that it's
just dropped something crazy, man. It's called Under. Both me, Maze on the beat, and Be Benevolent both produced this. Shout out Loud Pack for the mix. And we on the verse. We go crazy all the time. Make sure you run that joint up. Hey, yo, let us know.
That's Be Benevolent. Follow me on Instagram at Be Benevolent, TikTok at Be Benevolent, and Facebook at Gabriela Morales. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the support.
Hey, all platforms. Let's go. What's poppin', y'all? You already know what it is. Hey, what's going on? You are. Hey, happy Halloween. It's your boy Maze on the beat, and I got some heat per usual. I'm here with my little sister, and she goes by
Benevolent, Be Benevolent.
Hey, hash.
We got Maze on the beat. What the hell you got going on? How you get what? How both of y'all get stuck in the washer and dryer? Be for real. Yes. How did you get in there?
I don't know. I was trying to get the dryer sheet in the back, and it was stuck.
I had a great time the other night. Bet you did too. That's right, I'm confident. You would be too if you trained the likes of Cliff Lee and Joe Thornton.
Monsters Mastery.
Any man that get up every day. Any man that get up every day and put this hunk of dark ass no, this is gaga. This is horrible. What is this? What Gotti, what is this? What is this? What the fuck? This is a piece of shit. This is a piece of shit. Like any man that put this on every single day and goes out to parties, goes in bitches' faces, goes to the studio, goes to these events. It's a liar. 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 It's a liar.
At the end of the day, right? The root of all of this is Cash Stone, trolling this man and asking for issues. That he clearly felt like he needed to be strapped for the handle. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if that's the root of it all, and in the process of that being addressed, being dealt with, this man brought harm to a female companion that was the bystander, right? I'm wondering how much animosity you gotta have to show your ass to bypass all of that and do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Choice jewelry. We're checking all choice jewelry. What's up? Is it real? Is it game still? Oh, that thing that you can play over. Try to get this meeting.
It's real. I can settle the money. I will be real up with this week.
That is real? Just let's step on my dog.
I just want to check the ring.
That's choice jewelry. We're checking all choice jewelry. What's up? Is it real? Is it game still?
Everything is real. I can tell.
That thing that you can play over. Try to get this meeting.
It's real. I can settle the money. I will be real up with this week.
The doctor's real? Let's step on my dog.
Hey, nigga, what you mad at? Every time you see me, I love babes, I got names. Every time you see me in a dash, on the dash, nigga, trying to leave streets, I'm ready to see me, have a damn time. I make a real movie, go to cash, on the cash, nigga. Real stuff, just bad, such a ass, nigga. Running up the chain, till I gas, till I gas, nigga. Drinking in the bed, there's these lose again. These lose again. These lose again. You'll be broke till the end. Fuck nigga, what you mad losing? I'm so broke.
Fully automated and a guaranteed time frame for which you're going to make them. And lastly, a guarantee that your server will never get shut down. We are the only company in the entire industry, to my knowledge, that offers a guarantee like this. We're willing to put our money where our mouth is because over 300 partners have already had this kind of success. We only take 8 partners per month, and the benefit is you're not just being swapped with a bunch of other people who are getting these kinds of. Every year, we round up some of the best new and upcoming games of the current year on all the major platforms. And today, we're talking PlayStation 5/PlayStation 4. So here are 25 games releasing throughout 2023. So let's get started off with number 25. Pragmata has been dubbed by some as Capcom's take on like a science fiction Hideo Kojima-esque action-adventure game. It's set in a dystopian near future, and that reveal trailer we got to see a while back didn't really tell us much, but honestly, the game looked really cool. This is one that was technically slated for 2023, but since it was revealed, we haven't really heard too much about it. We're hoping to get a new glimpse soon, maybe at a PlayStation showcase or some sort of event, because like we've said in a lot of videos recently, Capcom has been doing great. They've really been hitting some wins, and we're hoping this is a new one. This is a third-person shooter set in an 80s Detroit where you're playing as Alex Murphy himself, the original RoboCop, even voiced by Peter Weller. They've recently revealed a little more gameplay, and it's kind of almost cyberpunk-esque in terms of first-person gameplay. And to be honest, I'm still not totally sure how I feel about it as a diehard RoboCop fan. I'm pretty picky with this stuff, but it is from the developers that brought us the last Terminator game. It was kind of like a low-budget Terminator game, the first one in a while that actually understood the source material, so we're hoping they can do it again with Rogue City, but we're going to have to wait and see. Next up, number 23, we have Aliens Dark Descent. This was actually revealed at a Summer Game Fest event in 2022, and this is essentially taking the Aliens franchise, really specifically Cameron's Alien movie with the cool action and the space aliens, and putting it in a top-down action shooter where you're fighting off hordes of aliens. That's really all we know as of right now. The trailer is only brief glimpses of gameplay. We don't know how it's going to go down, but the last couple of Aliens games we've actually really enjoyed, and for them to go top down and maybe a little bit of a Diablo style thing, that can be pretty sweet. It has a lot of potential. We're going to see it sometime this year. Now, next over at number 22, we have The Lords of the Fallen. This is the follow-up to Lords of the Fallen, the Souls-like game from a few years back that some people really dug. This one's going in a totally different direction, with more of a fantastical side, art direction, and new spin on some mechanics. We like the original Lords of the Fallen. We thought it was kind of overrated, but we do really like that they're kind of shaking up for this one. It looks pretty sweet. It looks like a metal album like, and it's dropping at some point this year. Now, next over at number 21, we have Atomic Heart. Kind of dubbed as a Bioshock-inspired first-person shooter adventure. It's actually kind of more like Wolfenstein, but it takes kind of like an alternate future, plays with history a little bit. This time, instead of Germany or something like that, it's the Soviet Union who has technological breakthroughs and has robots and creates a society. But unfortunately, all the robots go crazy, and you gotta shoot them and hit them and stuff. And while it's not a perfect game, it's got a lot of flaws. It's not like a big triple A title, but it's got some significant issues. It's very still unique. It's got some satisfying combat and some really cool upgrade and like level up trees. And if you're curious, you can check it out now. Now, next over at number 20, we have Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. From Software, the developers behind the Dark Souls games, and of course most recently Elden Ring, are going back to their roots and working on the classic game series once again. Armored Core 6, as of right now, we don't know
It's time to celebrate. Dead hate I want. It's time to elevate. Dead hate I want. It's all my real ones that ride with me. Rock for me. It's all out. You hear me? It's all center chapter success. This is proof. No proof. They can't mess. I just no matter what. This is proof. No proof. It's kidnapped. This is done. God is good. It's straight shit. God is good. It's after shit. It's called dead hate I want. Yo, we got this song. This is time to succeed. Yes, to fail. That's what it's said. This episode is sponsored by Freedom. Give me a round of applause for Freedom, baby. Yes, this episode is sponsored by. We understand. We give praise to God and we salute. Man, I'm telling you, the totally. Water, fermented oranges and gel tastes like this. I know I've had it. Get that good tuna fish going. You know what I'm saying? They put the good ramen noodle seasoning in there. There's no boy good seasoning in jail. Good ramen noodle seasoning. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's literally plenty of time for that. They said they couldn't wait to see. They couldn't wait to see me, man. I think we the whole time in the world on his hand saying he can't wait. Round of applause for that idiot. Man, DC looking like Bobby Johnson and all that. Round of applause for myself costing more than the whole defense. Right? Feel me? Round of applause. We the winners. You gotta celebrate. New album, Dead Hater I Want is on the way. You feel me? I hear it. I like to have Law and Order. I like to have Law and Order in life. I like to have Law and Order. It's so fitting that Law and Order plays in the background while we do the Facto show. Round of applause for Law and Order. Yeah. Unless you're doing crimes about fortune, about some money, there should be a lot of Law and Order and civilized things going on. All these meaningless acts of violence and all these type of bum shit going on, hate in your blood and hate in your heart, and all these animosity people. That's bum nigga crimes. We only in the, you're not in no crimes, first of all. Because that state boy, you never know when you might have a friend called Malcolm Kenyon, and that phone might be tapped. You never know when you might have a friend called Casanova 2 times, and that phone might be tapped. I think that's another one. Man, laid out like a yellow brick road. Hold up ice cream truck. Man. That nigga speaking on them phones, man. Damn, homie. Got your man today. Then the crazy part is, you know, shout out to Casanova. This shout niggas out, man. You know what I'm saying? Pretty. They got this in the feds. Josh, we had the Facto show playing in the feds. Okay, well, then, I don't know if they have YouTube. I know we got Spotify, we got Apple. Everywhere you can watch a podcast and listen to it. You can find a Facto show, courtesy of the mob. Before, I still want to keep going. Shout out to friends like Malcolm King and Casanova. I'm shouting on my own behalf of the unloving, you know what I'm saying? Nigga told his sister to suck a dick for his freedom. Man, shout to freedom. Man, relatives like these, man, suck that nigga dick and tell him to lie in court. She said, LOL. He said, no, I suck that nigga dick. He's a game changer. Whatever you gotta do, he's a game changer. The crazy part is she came back and said he's gonna say whatever you need him to say.
She went on my Sean Campbell hook. She love to play his booty. Yeah, love booty sex. Shout out to Sean Campbell. Booty sex lover lady. Hey man, listen man. You know, listen man. Your thing is your thing. You know what I'm saying? You like to let men play bully. That's your thing. We are here for you. Only Joey Facts. Let's lay the hit the fact of show. This is not Texas is a returning. So, matter of fact, this episode might be the Texas is the federal tax right now. They call this federal tax. Shout out to niggas copping out on weapons charges, then trying to go fight for the freedom after they done copped out for the gun, stupid. Man, this episode of the Facto Show is called Federal Tax. We should make another podcast called Federal Tax, and we'll reserve it for fucking idiots. Speaking of incriminate themselves. You feel me? I like that. Speaking of fucking idiots. I got a few idiots to address. But more importantly, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Facto Show. We like to address all our real ones. Shout out to y'all on the check-in. We love y'all. We love the support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody in the comments of these Pontius pilots, these dick riders. Round of applause for our supporters. Every time you see a hater, bozo, clown cake, go and put up a post something negative about some short ass shit, the haters, the real ones in the comments, shut them down. You gotta take the post down. DJ Vlad, your mother, he suck a dick. He had to take a post down. He was quick immediately. So that was about to testify. Quick, it was 8 in the morning he put this shit up. 8 in the morning. Shout out to you, Vlad, for waking up with some short ass dick in your mouth. Let your mother finish first.
Damn.
Then your Nona. Let your Nona, you fucking dead grandmother, let her finish too. Vlad, you fucking police officer. You fucking, man. Like, Rick Ross, listen, man. You had to go through that. Some bullshit, but, you know, this is what happens when we let these people in the culture. You're not of the culture. Go do something of the culture.
for 3 hours. Everybody said they were inspired. Mac also has an interview out with Star. Yes.
Hello. Smack just did all that. His mic wasn't on? Wow. Now I hear myself. So they didn't hear me at all? Or they heard me on phone? They gonna hear me on your ass so loud. Thank you. They had to hear me. They too near me. They not to hear me. Oh, you gonna hear that shit. You feel me? Golly.
How is your hat today, Phil? That's when I got you.
What is it called? Cap City. Shout out Cap City. Got us looking right. Oh, you know what, man? Shout out my boys at Minimal. I really love my niggas, you feel me? We finna really get up and do a fit check today, you know what I'm saying? Me first, because I love these dudes. What? Hey, the matter of fact, more shit than me. You work every day with new fucking Minimal pants. What mine is that? First of all, your stuff is outside in that box. Oh, my nigga, Minimal! We doing it here! Go crazy, yo! I'm gonna go crazy on you, not Minimal. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Heaven need a package in. Come on, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. They lace me up. Hold on. Lace me. I like that. Oh, I like them. They're like Nike or something. Yeah, they got like, you like Nike. Yeah. What? That's saucy. Yeah, you saucy. The best is saucy. Yeah, you saucy. Yeah. Okay. Well, then you think I fuck.
That's the rubber bagger for anybody who doesn't know.
Yeah. Go to Melrose and get some Corellas.